Hey ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about a banned book.
Here we go again.
Which actually makes most parents happy. You can see right here, they're talking about this book on NPR, telling us, yeah, the book has been banned. The book was called Gender Queer, Beautiful and everything. But you're like, yo, where's all the picture? They can't put the picture because it's plus 18. They give this to kids, 6th grade, 11, 12.
You what?
Go read the book alone. Talk to the teacher about the book. But if you buy it on Amazon, you have to be plus 18.
God's sake, you're a bunch of degenerates.
Why? Because the pictures in there are crazy, bruh. Don't believe me? I will give you time to Google it.
A few inches later.
And I bet your response was... On the umbrella, it's sex ed. We need to teach these kids what they're doing. When you watch the book, when you find the picture, you're like, hey man, that's kind of kinky. You didn't have to show that.
I guess not.
You can just write what is good and bad, bada bim bam boom. But the idea they need to see that as if that is normal. This is a sickness. It talks about toys, it talks about prostheses. It's like a radical gender ideology. There's a lot of people from the LGB, they don't agree with you. What, you just think because they are the same people as you, they all think the same as you? Nah, you are in your circle, your echo chamber, and you actually believe you are doing something great because you're so narcissistic, you're in a position of power. And now you're surprised that people disagree with you? People have been calling out this for a very long time that it will lead to kids. And once it reaches kids, even the moms that agreed with you with empathy decided, yo.
Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
This is my son, Cameron. He attends Leander High School, and I'm going to explain to you the book that he received. But Mr. McKay, I pray you're a man of your word. Last week, I asked my children if I could check the books that they've picked up from the school. My son picked up this brand new book from the shelves in class, Lawn Boy. He was under the impression it was about a kid that ends up with a gig mowing the grass at Disneyland. I'd like to share a few quotes with you. This first one, just turn it around. On page 19, not that it really matters in 4th grade, at a church youth group meeting out in the bushes, I touched Doug Goebel's and he touched mine. In fact, there was even some mouths involved. Next one, page 91. What if I told you I touched another guy's? What if I told you I sucked it? I was 10 years old, but it's true. I put Doug Goebel's in my mouth. I was in fourth grade. It was no big deal. He sucked mine too. And you know what? It wasn't terrible. He talked about old times at the church, but never mentioned our penises or the fact that he never said 10 words to me after our little foray in the bushes. Not a single reference to holding or tugging or sucking. All I could think about while he was chatting me up was his little salamander between my 4th grade fingers, rapidly engorging with blood. Page 230, I didn't make a sign for this. Why won't you admit we sucked each other's dicks? We shared a Hershey's bar, then you showed me your next thing I know, it's in my mouth. We sucked each other's and you're pretending it didn't happen. What sort of diversity are you intending to teach my child with material like this? In addition, I'll share with you the exceptional quality of vocabulary. I stopped counting on page 66 after 44 and 41. The depravity of the content on the shelves in our schools cannot be mitigated with policy EF. At this point, I need you to know that according to policy FFH, local sexual harassment is defined as unwanted sexual advances, sexually motivated verbal, nonverbal conduct, or other conduct or communication of a sexual nature when the conduct is so severe, persistent, or pervasive that it affects a student's ability to participate in or benefit from an educational program or activity, or otherwise adversely affects the student's educational opportunities or creates an intimidating, hostile, educational environment. What sort of educational environment do you think the plethora of sexually graphic books selections create for my children or for any child for that matter? I won't go into my 4th grade daughter, but we don't, this is not a thing for 4th graders. Who normalizes sex acts between 4th graders? I'll tell you who. So it's fortuitous that you invited the Leander Police Department to visit tonight. So
Quick, shoot!
All right, we have speaker number 23.
Some books are for 4th graders. Why would you normalize that between two people like that at that age? It makes no sense. Do you understand where they're going? The fact that it's normal for you to talk about that with a teacher. Do you know how many people are gonna be like, yeah, this is my freaking opportunity? Look at this. I was 12 by the beam bam boom. First time I can remember, I was, oh my god, fantasizing. Ugh. I was lying clotted on the hillside under the open sky. I held up a folded handful of grass between my legs, imagining I got one of those. Why would you be normalizing that? And this is the part I can show you. But already saying that, I'm like, yo, what are you doing? It's not teaching them something. It's teaching them about a kink that you can explore with them in private, behind the parents' back. When masculinity is gone, because that is a very negative thing. There's an attack on masculinity. Okay, then you don't promote that. So people are still kind of chill. And suddenly, oh my god, you seem like a feminist guy. Oh, you seem like a bitch girl. You're not all about feminism. Oh my god, are you a tomboy? You know what's the next step as a tomboy? Sneepity sneep.
How about that?
People, hey man, you have to be careful these days. As if these kids are not impressionable. We need more emotional men. When emotional men are usually the people that go. I just believe these people want to destroy children's future. Because when you keep smacking the parents in front of a kid and the parents can do nothing about it, what do you think is going to happen to the kid? He's not gonna trust their parents because parents is never there. Parents is never consistent. Parents always has to depend on the government. Well, guess what the kid is going to be? A very nihilistic kid.
You're a victim.
Nobody is talking about that. No, or they have mental health, but we don't know where it's going. Nobody is fighting for their kids. You need to listen to the government.
Isn't that cute? But it's wrong!
But we have these weird nihilistic people that just, I want to burn the world like a phoenix. It will grow back. What are you Antifa? I don't want more Antifa in this world, because if both sides have Antifa, we're gonna have a freaking gangster moment, right? Look, man, I don't care what certain people have experienced when they are young.
What do you mean, you people?
That doesn't mean you need to share your own degenerate viewpoints on kids of other people without their consent. Some are coming with bad intention because somebody will find a way to slip through and be like, I'm helping your kid. I'm doing a better job than you. I support the LGBTQI place all pada bim bam boom. Nah man, let me know what you think, because whoo, this makes me actually a little more angry than it's supposed to be.